funny. So everyone's making videos about Hamilton, so I think it's acceptable that I make video about the beautiful child that is Bo Burnham. Well, he's 25 years old. I have been obsessed with Hamilton, but I've also been obsessed with Bo Burnham recently because he just released his new show, Make Happy, on Netflix. And now for people who don't know who Bo Burnham is, here's a little biography. He started posting videos on his YouTube like more than 7 or 9 years ago, and he got like kind of popular, but pretty much what he does is he writes songs, but also he's a comedian. And now what he does is he does stand-up comedy shows, but he sings songs in those comedy shows. They're great, and the entire show is great. He's a hilarious person. He doesn't really post at all on YouTube anymore. He's more focusing on his like career as a comedian. Pretty much he has 3 major shows. One is called What, the other one's called Words, 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 and the most recent one is called Make Happy. Make Happy and What are actually on Netflix right now, and they're about 1-hour stand-up shows with 5 to 7 songs each, but with a lot of really funny parts the entire time. Now we're gonna talk about why his songs are great and why Bo Burnham as a person is just a great person. So the first reason is he plays instruments beautifully. Some of his piano parts actually just make my soul hurt because they're just so good, and he makes all of his songs like, and he's still making all of the lyrics, and then he's making all of the instrumental parts. So he is a creative soul that deserves to be loved. Another main reason why Bo Burnham is a sweet little baby child is his songs. Like, his songs are very, very funny. His main tool of comedy is sarcasm, and what he does is he'll get real world problems and then he'll make songs about them, so while putting a funny twist to it, but at the same time, if you look at the underlying meaning of all his songs, then they usually have like a deeper meaning. Like, I don't want to sound like a metaphorical English teacher or like I'm psychoanalyzing him, but a lot of his songs are him expressing his thoughts, but then at the same time expressing like who he is as an individual and his own troubles about his job in a comedic way. So if you want to see it as a funny song, or if you want to see it as like a deep song that you want to cry to, you can see it as both, because he is a lyrical genius. You can laugh at it the first 50 times you watch it, and then that 51st time you watch it, you're gonna cry. Because you're gonna figure out that some of the topics he's talking about are girls' body image, or suicide, or his point of view of how art is seen by people in the media. He has a lot of topics that he does deal with, and I believe that he does deal with them in a correct manner, because first of all, he is a comedian, so that's his actual professional job. So he does portray a lot of these messages through very funny ways. To go to his shows, you have to be older than 18, because a lot of his humor is very, very crude. That's why it's so hard to have a good first impression of Bo Burnham, because you can't really get past those. But if you keep on looking into his songs, if you're like Hamilton, at first you don't like it, and then you start listening to it more, and then you're obsessed with it like I was, then that's pretty much what it is like with Bo. I think you have to watch a couple of his songs first before actually beginning to like him. And another reason why Bo Burnham's super great is because his professional job as being a comedian. Though some of his jokes are very crude and he talks about some weird things, a lot of his jokes are really funny, and so are his songs. If you know Bo Burnham, well, don't you agree that he is amazing? And if you don't know Bo Burnham, I'd probably say, if you want one of the songs where I was talking about the meaning of his songs, I would suggest Art is Dead or Nerds. If you want something that's really, really funny, I would suggest Breakup Song from Make Happy, or any of his other songs. And if you want something that's super crude and you're just mind blown by all of his puns and the lyrical geniusness, I would look up I'm Bo-Yo. And if you want the beautiful instrumental things, then I would suggest Straight White Male. I feel like a telemarketer trying to sell Bo Burnham to you, but as someone who has like been listening to Bo Burnham all day, I have to express my feelings of love somehow. I think that's everything that I wanted to say about him. So thank you so much for watching, and please watch some of his songs or listen, I would suggest. But bye!